G'day folks, welcome to a little bit of an afternoon rummage through some computer junk. Had a bit of a, well, the local computer shop had a bit of a clean up, so yeah, this stuff had to go. There's more cases and things outside with nothing in them, and some other bits and pieces, but there's also a lot of old console boards, like old PlayStation and Xbox stuff. There's 2 original Xboxes there, which I'll have a play around with. I might see if he's got any controllers in the pile of dead everything that's at the back of the shop. There's still a whole lot of stuff that has to go to the tip and other things like that. There's old just cables and cards and more bits of laptop and lots of bits of console and just random crap, like just the sort of stuff you'd get accumulated in the back of a computer shop for like 10 years. So I might revisit tomorrow or something and have another quick look just to see if there's anything to go with those Xboxes. But I've pretty much got the best of it, like all the laptops and things like that. God knows what I'm going to do with them. Most of them are parted out. A few computer chassis, that one's not bad. It's got 2 PCIe slots on it. It's a AMD 64-bit 3200, so not too crash hot, but you could probably stuff a couple of good graphics cards in there and get it moving along pretty well. It's got a VRM connector on top of it. I've never seen that before. I'll have to find out what that is. A lot of SATA connectors too. It's got 8 SATA connectors, so it's got a lot of support for extra stuff. I don't know if the board's any good though. A lot of the time these things just get canned because they're dead, so I'd be willing to say the board's probably dead, but I don't know, it might be worth a try for something. Not that I ever need something this slow anymore. It's only the having 4 DDR2 RAM slots and the dual SLI graphics cards. I don't know, it might get a chance. It's also got a SATA quick change hard drive caddy, but no, the actual holder for the hard drive's missing, so that's no use. That's a dinosaur. I think that's like a AMD Athlon or an AMD Duron. Nothing special. There's a Sound Blaster live card in there I'll keep. 56k dial-up modem that I won't. 40 gig Seagate Barracuda ATA 100 I won't. I'll keep the USB headers and things. You can never have enough USB ports. That I think is a Pentium 4. Yeah, it is. It's a Pentium 4. SATA 80 gig hard drive. They're handy. Just a little bit of an extra backup or something. We'll throw the OS on it and put everything else on a backup. A open power supply. I don't really trust a lot of old power supplies unless it's going into a junk computer, like say that one. I could take that power supply and put it in there without really worrying about it too much, but I wouldn't risk my say a really good main board with one. Power supplies, like a good name power supply is still fairly affordable these days, like my the one I put in my gaming computer. I can't remember the name of it. That is a real junker. That's a Dell. I don't know what CPU's in it, but it'll be something really old. It doesn't even have an AGP slot. That's terrible. That's your bare bones office computer. Another FDD ribbon and ATA 100 ribbon. Various laptops as a compact. I think I've got 3 of these now in various states of disrepair. Old Sony Vaio. I had a look at this before. I think it's a Pentium 4. It's fairly dinosauric. Yeah. Again, fairly complete, I think. No, it's just missing the RAM. Oh, no, what is that? Have they ripped the RAM socket clean off it? I don't think they were ever fitted to begin with. This thing just has no RAM in it. Huh. Well, that's no good. That, I think, is a Pentium 4. That's an Acer brand computer. It's got a PCIe slot on it. It'd make a half decent desktop board, that's about it. It's got a big barrel cooler on it. Quick release hard drive bays. Yeah, it'd make a half decent, like your workshop mucking around computer. That, I grabbed it, but my mice and everything are USB, so there's really not much point in having an old PS2 thing. I might use it when I get the server though. I mean, I could put the old IBM desktop back to a PS2 mouse, that wouldn't be too bad. Just use the monitor from the IBM Think Center that's screwed onto the wall, and use that to transfer between the server and the PC, because I'm pretty sure both of those PCs use regular D-sub monitors. Or the server and the PC use D-sub, and regular PS2 keyboard and mouse. So that's not completely useless. That's a brand new slot 1 P3 board. 650 I think, yeah. Never been used. Shiny. I've never heard of the brand before though. Ellen Vital Design and Manufacturing. Definitely not an original Intel package. I wonder if the chip's even Intel. Dinosaur. That's probably a early Celeron. Yeah. Looks like a what do you call it? 775 socket. There's a socket S1. Doesn't say what that is. I know it's a laptop board, that's about it. Yeah, random laptop board. There's a lot of those. LG, again, it's not SATA, so it's not the most useful anymore. I mean, it's still useful, it still works. So there's another one of those CPUs, minus the cooler. It's got surface dust on it, but it doesn't look like it's ever been used. Yeah, 650. Again, that's another one. Yeah, all the pins on the underside are smashed. Yeah, this board's had a hard life. It probably won't work again. There's more of them. It's probably a Duron or something. It's got a P4 Titan 667 socket. I think someone was after some 667 chips. Well, that's a socket 7. That's a K62. 333. But I've got some of these. There's a Duron 800. There's quite a few other different chips and things. There's an Intel Pentium 3 and cooler used. Yeah, Duron 800. There should be 2 or 3 of those in there. An old interface card. Really old ISA. Yeah, there we go. What are you? Another Duron. AGP. Modem, useless. Hard drive. ATA, yeah, 40 gig. It's the same as what's in that other computer. Actually, it's got the green rails on it. It probably came out of one of these Dells. Yeah, there's another ancient. Yeah, just your run-of-the-mill desktop main board. Probably got old Celerons or something like that in it. Maybe an early Pentium 4. That's probably another Duron. GA7DXE. No, doesn't really ring a bell, but yeah, more than likely it's an Athlon or a Duron. So most of this stuff is obsolete to the point of being useless. Particularly dial-up modems, no one bothers with that anymore. Half a Pentium 3. I don't think the other half's in here. Nope. It's the same one again, that's the K62. Back panel plates. Yes, lots and lots and lots of stuff. And lots of it, lots of laptops. There's another case there full of old power supplies. The stuff that's in there is dead. I just grabbed it for the case fans. Toshiba there, which was designed for Windows 7. It's only a couple of years old, but it's a spill victim. You can see the drive's covered in nasty. The display's been nicked. What was it? It was an AMD Turin X264. Windows Vista. Okay, so it's a little bit older. I did find a 500 gig hard drive in there. Here's a Samsung 500 gig hard drive, but I can see a bit of sticky residue down around the corner of the PCB, so I'm going to have to take that apart before I power it up. Assuming someone hasn't already to try and recover it and then found out it's dead. It's probably dead. It had been removed at one point. But there are a lot of laptops, and we'll go through them in a separate video because I'm already up to 10 minutes. And there's a Dell that resembles a carpet, or at least it's cooler does, and the power supply. And also doesn't even have the through holes for an AGP slot on this board. That's really bad. So yeah, this one's scrap. I might pull the hard drive out and see what that is, but it looks like it's been in there long enough to be uselessly small. It's compact, more compact. Acer. There's Sony Vios. There's another compact. That's not an Apple. Someone's just trying to be an idiot. It's a compact with an Apple logo over the top of it. Yeah, Sony Vio. Various Toshibas. I think I've got another one of these somewhere in the back. There's another one underneath it. There are quite a few duplicates, so it wouldn't be impossible to make a complete one. I just don't have any power adapters, or I have to go through and figure out what hard drives I've got. So I'll probably just go pick through the worst of them, the most parted out units, and piff them out, and then the rest of them I'll just keep the bits. That one's busted, yeah. It's taken a bad hit. It's an LG Philips LCD. There's going to be a lot of LCD panels to play with, but I really don't have the use for them. And when you stack them together, they get heavy, so shipping them around the world isn't much of an option either. Anyway, people should be able to find lots of old laptops like this at your local computer store, unless they've got a really strict policy on disposing of e-waste. Yeah, see, someone's already ripped this one in half. But yeah, there's cases and things out there. They're all empty. I think one of them has a media card port, that's about it. Just one of the 3.5-inch bay ones with the various types of SD card reads and things. Yeah. Anyway, we're running over time for this afternoon, so we'll wrap this thing up and play with the laptops later. I think I'll just quickly strip some of these cases out and get some room back, and look at the rest later. Thanks for watching.